So I'm over here in Canva, and I'm going to put some text on this. We can see that that's black. But let's say I wanted to have this text be the same color as the background. And I came up here and I changed this to white. All right, we'd have to put something here to make that text visual. And so one thing that we can do is we can highlight the text, and they have that available if we go into Effects and then the background choice right down here. See that adds a black background to it with the white text where we can read it. If we come over here to Photoshop, they don't have a button like that where you can highlight the text, but they do have something that is very similar. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put text. We can see it's writing in white already right there. So what we can do is we can come over here to this rectangle, and I'll choose this, and then I'll put a rectangle right where I think the text is. And then over here in the layers, I want to move the text layer up above the rectangle layer. Okay, so now we can see that text there, and we can move the highlight as best as we want. Then to adjust the size of the background, I would click on the little box and make sure that the rectangle is selected down here in layers. Then I would hit Control T. That would bring up these little boxes on the sides of it, and then I can resize it as I want. One thing to get rid of this border here, we'd come right over here to Appearances, and from 1 pixel choose 0, and that would recreate it. Now, one other thing we can do is if we don't want it to be as aggressive as this, where it's very obviously a box here, we want it to be more of a casual thing, we can come up here to Filters, come down here to Blur, choose Gaussian Blur. I want to make sure we have the rectangle selected down here. I'll convert to a smart object, and then we can see what's happened here is instead of having a box, it's done like just a little gray background to where you can barely even tell that there's a shape there, but you can still read that text there.